And hello, all you folks out there in the YouTubes of land. Lord of the Crocker Squirrels here with the Snark Patrol. Say hello, Snark Patrol.
Yeah, I guess.
Hello, YouTube.
Hey, at least I live in a corrupt country.
It seems like ours. It seems like ours might get. It seems like mine might actually get uncorrupted at some, or at least partially uncorrupted at some point. Anyway, who's next? Oh, do we have the pelts of tornadoes?
Tornadoes, are you there? Can you hear us, Major Tom?
Nah, he's a figment of your figment of imagination.
We have lost the
Only
tornado.
exists in my mind.
That is accepting. I'm the local Sharpay, making Sharpay comments.
Now that thing, that's kind of funny. Oh, what the fuck are you doing, machine? Okay, so
Silly.
it's gonna be a second here. Something decided it wanted to be rude, and now I have to wait for it to stop doing that.
Understand.
Yep.
Friend.
Where are you, Tuscymon? There you are, the Tuscymon. You.
Things are rude.
Yes.
You can tell we're professionals because we're more popular than mainstream media.
I know, right? Mainstream media, shit. I know, right? Compared to audience size, I get more views than the mainstream.
Hi, Evie.
Hey, Evie, how are you?
Yay.
Hey, Evie. So
Good to see you and the Anubis.
Too much.
And the
After all, they
Anubis.
just lost all their funding.
Anubis is here just in time for his afternoon nap. We're so happy to see you, Anubis.
Okay, so let me get the game out here real quick so that we can get started on that while we're talking about all of the other things that are going on. And and today's selected topic has very much to do with the theme here. You there?
So we can have cheeseburgers?
We're
sorry.
going to get cheese. We're going to get them. It's going to be in it. Oh, that's why. Look. There we are. Here it is. These are Wizardry. The 5 ordeals, and which is actually turns out to be 6 or 7, but we're just gonna go with it. The official 5 ordeals are a thing, but yeah, we've got some. We were going to speak about the rude things that are happening to Dungeons and Dragons and how to avoid them.
Oh, I'm all for that. Yay.
Well. We've also got a controversial opinion I have a controversial opinion as well, so this will be fun.
Exciting.
Yes, that's right, folks. I'm going to have an unpopular opinion. It's okay.
Yay! I'm happy.
Hey, Squirrel! They did a study. They found out contrary to popular belief, differing opinions cause no harm.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. And intelligent arguments are always fun. I love them.
Okay,
So we have a dragon. He likes to chew on things.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Sorry, distracted grabbing stuff. Ooh, get this out here. Pop that out. Oh, good.
they're not going to give me a mini. None of these, by the way, give us the option. I can't change these options. And I thought, and I tried. I failed, but I tried.
Well, then how dare they call them options when they're not options?
That was the options that were set there by the by the people that built the thing. So
they just need to call them, like set in stone something,
Well, these are the options the scenario writer said you had to have.
Yeah.
I wonder how long a game would last if you had a menu and it was set of commands.
Yeah. I loved a lot of these dungeon crawlings.
See, way back in the day, dungeon crawlers were the shit. And this game originally released to consoles, I believe, in 2006, which is where I get off with the whole retro RPGs thing. It's been it's been the best part of half my life ago. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Dungeon crawlers have come a long way, I will say.
Oh yeah.
They have.
They
From the
really
days
did.
of
Well,
pixelated question marks to what we're doing now is wonderful.
Well, I couldn't get access to D&D books and stuff when I was young, so that was the next best thing.
Yes,
Plus, getting a group together, I wasn't incredibly popular as a kid.
Which is hence why all of us probably started playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I think my first Dungeons and Dragons video game was I Beholder, and I didn't realize it at the time, so...
Yeah, well, I'm old enough to remember when it wasn't a video game. It was just a notebook.
Actually, it was the third I Beholder.
Oh.
Because what system did it come out on? Yeah.
I should go back to my wrinkling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Probably gonna butcher the name, but my first dungeon crawler was that actually had wireframe 3D graphics, and I literally mean wireframe, no textures.
Yeah.
I think it was Morath's Revenge or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Yep.
Fairly enough, I do.
Yep. And it also had the reference to Monty Python with the holy hand grenades in it.
Yes, that was fun.
Love that. That was brilliant.
But,
What?
my deep time favorite, though, strangely enough, was on the NES, and it was Swords and Serpents.
Oh, that wasn't terrible. I was not, but then I wasn't particularly fond of it either. But then we actually, believe it or not, for the NES, we did get a Dragon Slayer game. The one the series that eventually died and spun off The Legend of Heroes. We got Dragon Slayer 4, known as the Drossel family. Although they had different names in the American versions, I don't know why, but that was absolutely a Dragon Slayer game. Because that was the thing that had to happen anyway. The whole thing was running around trying to slay a dragon.
Yeah.
But you had to use all the characters. They all had to be used because there was some places that you just couldn't go as all of the other characters, which is hilarious.
Well, I have to start up the Petrog, which is the People for Ethical Treatment of Dragons.
I thought that was just petted.
I don't know. Sounds like an organization that could really light things up.
I was thinking so. We can wander around and talk about the oppression of dragons.
Yeah. Well, it can definitely fuel the cause.
Mm-hmm.
I'm certain things will take off once it spreads its wings.
Oh, well, you know. We were trying to keep things to scale, but I'm not sure it was going to stay that
Yeah.
way.
Nah, too much of a tail on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to what we were back to our game. We're going to actually play the game. Funnily enough. All right, we will start.
We're
here.
ready to get into it.
Yep. We can add. We have some.
Trigger.
We have
I was
a.
gonna trigger everybody.
We have a. We have a default
Samurai.
group. Huh? Yes.
You got samurai. Ooh, wow, cool. Bishop thief. Yeah. You always want a thief in a large party.
Oh, I've got one. Actually, here's what we're going to do. Because this is actually, funnily enough, this is the thing I didn't know. This is a shared, the base characters, or excuse me, the characters are shared across all of the games. Because I made this little thiefy girl, for the training scenario.
Oh.
And I played the shit out of that.
Choose wisely. Or we could just use the thing from Mystery Day.
So what is number 3's class? Like, I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm a samurai. I like being quiet.
Oh.
Number 3 actually has a name because I created the character. Because this motherfucker.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because this silly bitch, our little hobgoblin friend here, she wanted no part of being resurrected for like the 6th time.
Hello, I'm I'm really into people that like religion. Yeah.
So boop.
You gotta pick your just date. You gotta do it. Gotta do it. I got a thing for callers. Chanting.
So we have all the things.
We're really into reading, but only one book.
We have a freaking pile of gold. We're not going to need much of that, clearly. And there's there's a weapon in the item box. Where is it? What is it? Retrieve item.
Samurai! I like basic black.
Yeah, weapon.
Oh,
we have a base ass longsword in there. Because of course we do.
Get those confused.
Store all the gold. There we go. Now all the gold in there.
Yeah.
And then we can withdraw small amounts of it on the expectation that someday.
Woo! Tom, you got a point.
Tom. Where did Tom?
Tom says you need to go all fighter.
Oh shit.
If you have level 20 fighters, they'll take everything apart, even dragons.
Well, unfortunately,
Hey, Tom.
As an aside.
I'm sorry. My level 20 my level 25th would like could readily smack down a level 20 fighter given the opportunity.
Yeah, those fighting words for Tom.
Yeah.
See, but the conflict everybody likes to think about is fighter versus wizard, and that's not necessarily the way that's not the only pair of options.
Yeah, I still say the fighters dependent upon equipment.
Well, it's all dependent on equipment. Edgar Gleel.
It really does.
And narrow
You
one.
know, I will say, as a female agent counter, people what they put in failure boxes. Be prepared.
Okay, we can't.
Know what I
leave
mean,
the
Evie?
castle.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have what edge of town. Oh, I'll see if Arrow's got anything new.
Okay.
God damn it, that is not what I wanted. Wait, no, it was. Yeah, so no. Leave. It does not matter. Even if you're starting from scratch. Hey, the cognac.
Yay. Smoochy sweetie.
Okay.
Too.
Let's head up. Let's head up.
Mr. Dragon, we love you.
Let's head up some edginess here. We want to resume. Do it? Nope. Okay, that's not the way that works. Leave.
Yeah.
Entry mage.
Tom says in the non-magic world, the fighter would eventually win out. Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're in a non-magical world, yeah,
Possibly.
Win. Well, I think technically a cleric is, in a magical world, a cleric is stronger than both a maxed out cleric.
We believe in magic.
Yep. I wish Tom had Discord, because then we could invite him to watch anime with us.
We'll make the fire open it up.
Oh, yeah. The fighter would win versus a mage, even in low levels. Just grab it up.
Low level mage is actually kind of vulnerable at the beginning.
Mages is squishy, especially at low levels compared to other creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
they're not that vulnerable.
You get a party with a pedal. I like that.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, then he's going to try to get into a slap fight with you, go home to his mom. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Of course I know how that goes.
I tend to like to do D&D more for these. I was one of those story nerds, but the only thing I hated with D&D is that everybody made me the DM, and I'm.
Oh.
That is actually.
I'm good with the players, but I'm a horrible story person.
Opa. You do know that that puts you in the that's where they push the story nerds. That's where they want us.
Yeah,
because we can tell because they let us tell this they let us tell the story, and their entire purpose in existence thereafter is to
ruin the story.
Is to try and find some way to break the system. The guys, the people that really want to play, to the degree that they're going to throw up the poor story nerds under the bus. Those guys, they want us. They are the min-maxers.
Yeah.
They want us to try and find a way to entertain them, because we don't know as much about breaking it.
Yeah.
Mind you, I figured it out pretty quickly.
Tom says a level 20 fighter Thaco with a bow. What can a mage do? The fighter just needs to keep a distance.
No.
Yeah.
No. The only thing the wizard would need at that point is about half a second to make sure that to get off the fuck you and the horse you rode in on spell off.
Yeah.
This is a mage can one-shot the fighter, but the fighter can't one-shot the mage. So how it comes into a distance of deadly spells. True.
Actually, yeah. Mage can one-shot, yeah. It's a mixture of things. There's a lot of things that a wizard at high levels can do to fuck up combat, if you know how to implement them right.
We'll make the fighter do this shit.
I love you, Anubis.
Yeah.
Anubis says he never understood tabletop D&D, but I have made some players cry.
Ew, this thing is icky.
I wish I could repair my brain, because there's a character I need to find the right DM to match for me. One that will not just, sit there and be abusive on me, but one that will just take me all over the place. And what it is a ranger that has, it's not supposed to be a weapon of any kind, but has paired up with a mutant, or has gotten into an argument with a mutant mimic about what monster makes the best tasting meat. And
Oh,
so,
wow.
what I thought would be the old adventure is like going on, you know, trying to win this argument with the minion.
With what?
You're delicious with dungeons all over.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I want to know what those are.
Finding the right, but at first, of course, I'd have to repair my brain first. But finding the right DM would be tricky.
No, it wouldn't. Challenge accepted. No, seriously, challenge accepted.
Tom says spell is a thing squirrel longbow outrange almost all spells. So there we are.
That was one thing. I never liked to max out my characters in D&D. Actually, there's a few games where I don't like maxing out the characters. I think I blame Oblivion for that. Because, you know, leveling with you, it's just kind of like, when I just started noticing, I just prefer to be at certain levels.
Yeah, bubbly slime there on the floor.
Yeah.
Tom says the only way to win this argument would be to have a neutral DM who would play out the different scenarios. Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah.
That's
As I said, this argument is only fun so much for me because, as I said, I'm not a min-maxer. I like to play a character.
Yeah, no, the min-maxers need to chill. Really, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comprende.
Ah, one way door.
Or
Another one. Oh shit.
Alright. That Minotaur just flashed through there. Don't know what happened.
Wait, I thought that was Blondie.
Yeah, that's the other thing
Right?
too. Is you'd
What's
also
on?
one thing Tom's right on. You'd also have to play it out multiple times because a lot of things are impacted by the dice roll.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Dice roll. You can cheat situations you shouldn't be able to survive, and vice versa. The situations you should have like wipe the floor and skin them for a rug. You fucked your.
And you wind up getting your piddler ground into the ground.
Oh no! Worse than that, you find yourself tied to a very large bed and a very ugly-looking ogre.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until you end up
Being the opposite sex from you.
At least you're keeping them warm.
Hey, I'm not averse to large ladies.
Oh, kobolds! We have a quad of kobolds now. Quick.
Yeah. Futurama did it.
I love it.
The only problem with dungeon crawlers now these days, I hate to say it, but Shining in the Darkness ruined me.
Oh yeah.
There's
No,
a-
Shining in the Darkness was
It
excellent.
had it was a good one too. It's really up there on my list, and I really like that. But the problem is the smoothness, the flow of it. Yeah, it kind of ruined me for a lot of dungeon crawlers because I kind of expect that.
Oh, there's something about you know that thing where they say when you enter a labyrinth, you put your hand on one wall and you keep walking, and don't take your hand off the wall, and eventually you find your way out. Maybe it's just me, but I've always thought that was a brilliant thing to do, and I wanted to prove whether that was right or wrong.
To a point, you gotta be careful with dungeons because
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. With dungeons, it's a whole other story. It's a labyrinth with a whole bunch of whoopsies. That's scary.
Yeah, if you have whoopsies, that's not necessarily a good thing.
No, it's not.
But if you have no other choice but to brute force any maze-like structure, That's the way to do it. As long as there's no booby traps.
It's one of those things is when you start, if you just unroll the string and walk through it, I mean, is it going to help or not? With dungeons, no.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because they're so wide.
Yep. Oh, any weapon that manages to pierce brain cavities or heart cavities, wins, Tom.
Anubis says when a DM did not allow me to play a Drow Assassin and let his super geek friend play a half dragon, I went into full asshole mode.
No, that would be, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be walk away. I just simply walk away.
Yeah.
Opal, I will be blaming you if I get shot to the heart.
Shot to the heart, and you're to blame. Oh, wait.
Oh, hey, Arlen!
I do hear that you give love a bad name.
Hey, Arlen!
How you doing, Arlen? What's up?
Not bad. Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Yep.
Told you. It's 11:30 a.m. It's 11:30 a.m. on the leftist coast of the United States.
Yeah. So, Arlen, whatever you do not drop any information that could lead to the arrest of a certain female Clinton. You will see red dots.
No, they have to. Well, they'd have to get the red dots past customs in Ireland, so I'm not worried about it too much.
I'm just wondering, like, what information do you feel I'm privy to?
You never know. We're live, so if you drop any of that information.
Well, look, I always
going across the room.
Look, I always tell my son, like, everyone knows, your kids think you know everything. Look, I always tell my son, and I know a little bit, a lot about nothing.
Oh!
So what game is this, girl?
This is Wizardry, the 5 Ordeals. And
You play the weirdest games, mate.
no, this is just it's just your basic bitch dungeon crawler, honestly.
Yeah.
Basic bitch dungeon crawler.
I always wish I got
Pumpkin spice flavored.
I just never had a
Ginger spice flavored. Eddie Murphy knows all about that one, doesn't he?
Wow, really, rats? Yeah.
Oh, that was scary spice.
Arlen, did you hear? Apparently now, Cloud from
Final Fantasy VII
is now is trans now.
I couldn't care less.
Well, it is that he had there was a whole little arc in Wall Market
She.
Yeah.
wherein he was wherein he had to dress up as a girl so he could.
Why couldn't this basic bitch dungeon crawler have monster girls in it?
Because this is
That would
not.
make for some fun times.
Yeah, that's another one. But
Just to be clear,
Just to be clear. Oh,
I think the dungeon does need more boobs. We need something pretty to look at.
Final Fantasy fan. I never really got it.
This dungeon
No
has
problem.
So when you're talking about this person being trans, you're talking about the character in the game or the person that fucking developed it? Sorry, person.
No.
They're talking about the character, in-game character.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he dressed up as a girl, because he wound up getting dressed up as a girl by the girls, mind you. One time, he's automatically transgender.
Come on, I'll tell you something.
Lift and walk into the crabs.
I was the only boy in the house. I had 2 sisters who were twins, and they were 5 years older than me. And the amount of times that them and their friends tried to dress me up as a girl when I was a kid was unreal. Does that make me fucking trans?
Oh, I guess so, apparently.
now.
before we continue any further.
So how does it mean to be? How does it feel to be a they them or are you a she he?
I'm a big ghost.
Opal? Opal, be nice to the young men, please.
Square, will you make a trouble if we keep coursing?
Yeah, well,
I think he knows I'm teasing because it's like it's the ridiculousness. It's like apparently in D&D they've now removed orcs because orcs represent black people.
No,
It's racist to say that it's itself.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Don't represent
They-
the orcs represent orcs.
Hold on. Let's let this hold. Hold on. Sandi, hold on. Let me finish. Let's let this stand. Okay, so orcs represent black people. Well, Wizards was close to remove black people from team. Fucking racist.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just know.
Which the coast also turned out black in their thing as well, didn't they?
Yep.
Was the rest of the coast? Was it them that turned out black? Out of Lord of the Rings.
I just don't understand.
Oh.
if they say
it was
orcs
written
represent
by a
black
Brit
people,
or
then remove
Brit,
it.
so obviously the orc. No, it was written by a Brit or Brit, so obviously the orcs represented the Scots.
But I thought it was green. Have I lost myself somewhere?
Wait. If the orcs represented the Scots, then shouldn't there be an old Henderson?
The thing about the whole Lord of the Rings thing,
Except for the whole written by John Bombadil.
the thing about Lord of the Rings is right. Lord of the Rings was written by a devout Catholic back in the 30s, 40s, maybe was it the 50s?
40s and 50s, yeah.
It's like,
40s and
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah.
So he wrote about the representation of the time, right? Now, I'm 47, right? Shock hall, right? I'm 47. As you can tell by the accent, I'm Irish. When I was a kid, now, don't get me wrong, I am by no means racist. Like 100% not. But when I was a kid growing up, you would rarely see a black person, just like you'd rarely see a Chinese person or anything walking down the street. Because they just weren't in this country. Do you know
Well,
what I
to
mean?
be fair, lad, exactly. You're on an island.
Yeah, exactly. And England itself is an island. So like Tolkien wrote about the thing, like the hobbits were a representation of simple folk from the country that didn't go to the big city, that didn't mix with city folk. You know what I mean? That's what hobbits are a representation of. Now, so when people were giving out saying there was no black representation, there was no in Tolkien, he technically did write about darker skinned people because the people of the south down near Mordor were of darker skin. And that's why I refuse point blank. I'm a huge Tolkien fan. I love Tolkien. I've read nearly every one of his books. And when you look at the likes of that tripe that Amazon Prime put out, I've never watched it. You know, when you had Lenny Henry doing the war, they turned the hobbits that shouldn't be actually in it because it's set like 3,000 years before Lord of the Rings, so the hobbits shouldn't be eating there because they weren't on there at the time. And they turned the hobbits into
not hobbits.
dirty Irish pikeys. They turned in with the worst, I'm not very smart, I've heard bad, the worst Irish accent they ever done on the big screen was Tom Cruise in Far and Away.
Yeah. Oh.
They managed to outdo his Irish accent for cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, the worst I've ever seen, honestly.
Him and the cold kid, the two of them on there.
Yeah, neither one was decided on an accent. They just kind of settled on vague and slurry.
Did he be better off doing what they do in China with the Jackie Chan do is get someone else in to dub and dubbed over him?
Yeah.
Oh my. You're not wrong.
No, he's not.
Actually, my favorite snafu about about the Rings of Power, especially in terms of Ireland, was that they were saying it's like yeah, the Rings of Power is a mirror of our world. And then when Irish press brought up the whole Darby O'Gill little people complaint, oh, it's just a fantasy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Now, what's up with that, people? Come on, really?
Who wrote the articles for the Irish Times, but whoever wrote it, man, they should get a Pulitzer for it. Like, I was wetting myself laughing reading it. Whoever wrote it was very funny in the way they were explaining things, man. It was brilliant.
Oh,
But
it's
now,
embarrassing
again,
sometimes. It
the
really
show
is.
will never work because, like, I swear, you could get a 240-volt cable, hook it up to J.R.R. Tolkien's grave, and power half of England. He'd be doing that much spinning in it from what they've done to fucking Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all down to his great-grandson. His great-grandson, who was in charge of the Tolkien estate, sold all those rights up and let Amazon do anything they wanted to it for money.
Yep. Pretty much.
His father, Christopher, J.R.R. Tolkien's son, was the executor of the estate, and when he died, Christopher's son sold it off and made a complete hands of everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
But anyway, enough of my ranting about. How's everyone?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen of the Snark Patrol, of both Patrol and Chat, which edition of Dungeons and Dragons was the last to actually be Dungeons and Dragons?
Oi.
I can answer that question because
An argument.
It is an argument, but
Argument and a half.
think about
The
it.
last time I had anything to do with Dungeons and Dragons, besides the latest movie that was made, which I actually quite liked, was the 1980s cartoon. I actually thought you did a very good job, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie.
No, we're talking about the tabletop games.
I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons. Now, my son, on the other hand, my older son, he's 25, he plays a lot of D&D and all that, so he knows a lot about it.
And who
What's
says
your this game squirrel?
AD and D2. So, yeah.
Yeah, second
But,
edition.
Yeah.
He wanted to know,
That-
Tom, he asked which
edition, that's what he said, yeah.
which edition of the the tabletop version was the last true that was last edition last version that was Dungeons and Dragons. And
Yeah.
As opposed to wokeness the assholery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
three wasn't bad, and I would consider 3 still Dungeons and Dragons.
That's 3 or 3.5 is the question.
Yeah. And so I would go there. I haven't experienced 4, so I can't really say. So I'm gonna go with, for me personally, it's 3.
I hated 4 when it came out, but it's like when I heard some other people talking about it, especially Spoonie when he was talking about it, it's like 4 was actually a good move for bringing in new people to Dungeons and Dragons.
They slimmed it down and got everything set up for the hated kittywinks who are one way or the other were going to be the next generation that played the game. They were a little too hand-holdy on the Dungeon Master side, but it wasn't actually bad. It was lightweight. It was lightweight. It was breathable. Anybody over the age of about 8 could wrap their heads around it, and they simplified character creation to the point where it was actually workable again.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ultimate failure for is that it's good. Yeah, it's like it's good only if you've never played Dungeons and Dragons before.
Yeah.
Actually, I've spent most of my life playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I didn't actually mind it. I didn't mind they did a few things that I thought were kind of, well, that I thought were kind of silly, but then they did some other things that I thought were neat. So, yeah, it's a watch.
The change they made in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, wow.
Like the change they made under the pretense of, well, we feel that's racist. The change themselves, because they made them, is racist in itself.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No one in the entirety of D&D. Again, I'm only going from experience of, I've never played it, but I've heard a lot about it over the years. So, like, no one in the entirety of D&D ever associate orcs with black people.
I want to know where that logic even came from, aside from a set of Lord of the Rings movies in which everything was dusky skinned. And
to say that in itself is racist in itself.
Yes.
Oh yeah, very much so.
I honestly thought orcs were green, so it never occurred to me to be any other thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I've lost my mind. It was sort of a mossy green color. Never occurred to me to be anything.
Instead of focusing,
Orcs traditionally are green.
I'm not getting at the older generation of D&D players like ourselves. This is more towards the younger generation that's playing it. So instead of focusing on the whole, well, this is racist, that's racist, so we're changing this, we're getting rid of that, we're doing this. They should have encouraged all the younger crowd now to wear deodorant. Because have you ever walked into a shop where those kids are playing D&D, man? You want to stick a set of plugs up your nose, the smell of BO out of the shops is unreal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, seriously, there's a place down the road me, World of Warcraft place. But do you have rooms out the back there that you can hurry out for the day? You know, whatever place it is, you can sit down, you can play D&D, you can play World of Warcraft, you can play all these board games.
Sometimes
his son did it one day and he had to turn and walk back out. He said, "Die," he says. The smell of BO in there. Oh, he wanted to go to the shop, buy a can of deodorant, just stick a can of deodorant on every fucking table. He said, "The stink of them." Again, I'm not getting at the older generation because we know how to wash.
Yeah, at least yeah. I mean, some days I'm lazy, but I always make sure to wash when I go out socializing. Oh, Jesus.
Like me dad should have said to me, wash your bits and your grits before you go out the door and you'll be alright. Grits, by the way, is your balls. There's a what was I doing here? Oh yeah, I made it in the video.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Media.
I am poking around here in the thing for.
Don't you know poking around can get you into trouble?
Sometimes,
Be careful
yeah.
when you poke things.
Oh shoot! I was gonna look up.
Yeah, if
What
I
are you
remember
poking in
right,
here?
this game was actually released. It was released for a PlayStation console. It was probably the PlayStation 2, given the time at which it was released.
Today. PlayStation. Okay, yeah, and I'm having to go back into my early days, but yeah. It's been a minute. I have to stop and think about it a bit.
Yeah.
You know, those of us who were brought up on Atari have a little time where you have to spin the brain to get it figured out what's what. It's a little more complicated than the old pump. And yes, I walked to school uphill both ways.
Oh, no problem. I'm just trying to find something.
You know. Because I told.
Brain remember.
Okay, this is a completely brand new situation because the ones I had were not. Well, Yeah, they had issues.
Ooh.
There was no. Oh shit! No, I still have those same characters. What the fuck?
There's no.
Hmm?
Oh, hush, Koenig, I know.
Okay, and toss you in there right quick. Okay, now remove you. Check the item box. Okay, cool. So that's all still there. Ah, get back here. Wait, that's not where I do that. Okay. Hilariously, everything we want to do here, for the example of what's this?
Why are they showing the edge of town as the absolute inability to go anywhere else? It looks like it's just full-on rockiness after that.
Aha, there is a way to do this. Autographing and all tension, flags and snares. No. Kill it all! Let dog sort it out later. Alright. So, there is nothing left in there. Just turning in guns. Go back to the castle real quick. Check the candidate tavern. Item box, jack shit. Add. And these are all the characters.
Oh wow.
Ah,
Oh, that's it.
That's it. I set everything back to the way it was at default.
Ah.
Default settings.
Yep.
Default settings.
Hey, default's the best way to win.
by default.
Ask the Black Rose about that.
Matt, come on. Presidential floods. Oh wait. No. Anyway. Now
I tried
everybody's.
default. It didn't work on my body. I don't know what happened. I
See,
didn't try to get a hard boot, but it's not going.
see, folks. Here's the thing. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. We really are allowed those. Now.
Yep.
In my little brain, they were trying something new with Fourth, and they weren't like trying to obliterate Dungeons and Dragons as a whole. It was the last time they didn't try to. They didn't do nasty things to Dungeons and Dragons as a whole. They slimmed it down so that you could get
Cute excuse.
so that you could start your kids on Dungeons and Dragons at the age of like 5, if you really wanted to. As soon as they could figure out how to read the dice, you could theoretically teach them 4th edition. In practice, it might have been a little different. But it was decidedly a starter set, like the Dungeons the Dungeons and Dragons basic set, you know, shit like that. If anybody remembers those.
Yeah, no, it's the best. So.
Yeah, they were actually based on earlier rules. The earliest the actual Dungeons and Dragons thing, because the stuff we usually used first was Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. There was another Dungeons and Dragons before that. It was based more strictly on the chainmail and other similar rules initially. So, and they've actually updated. It's been updated a million times since. But Dungeons and Dragons was not particularly complicated with first edition. It was a little bit more for second. 3 and 3.5 could get very, very, very detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now, before Pathfinder went all Wookiee, do any of you consider Pathfinder?
I don't consider Pathfinder part of the main line. That it's just not there. It's
a good alternative.
No, actually, I don't.
Okay. Okay, just was curious.
What they did was they made a quote-unquote 3.75 that took out some of the rules that made that made a lot of things worth it. They hamstrung the dungeon masters, or game masters.
Wow.
And they added just enough. They added just enough extra complexity to drive every game master I know of just completely spare. Some people liked it. The players loved it. The game masters are going, yeah, about this. Well, it's in the book. I don't care if it's in the book. You're not getting to use that. Well, fine, fuck you. I'll find somebody that will.
Mm-hmm.
Be my guest. Yeah, no. Pathfinder was a huge pain in my ass. Fourth edition went back to what it was like originally, and that it was simple. It was fairly streamlined. They had actually gone back to kind of the lessons of the first edition, but there were a couple of glaring errors that I found in fourth edition. Number one, they shoved most of what the Dungeon Master's Guide turned out to be more or less a book of advice. And the things that I really need, there were very few things you really needed or needed at all in the Dungeon Master's Guide that you couldn't get off the freaking the screen.
Mm-hmm.
And the magic items were all in the player's handbook, with people encouraged to pick a few out. Like, the unholy fuck, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marth was not terrible. It really wasn't.
Oh.
The system the system is based around, maybe not so great, but it gets to a point where on some level I don't give a shit, and I don't have to give a shit, so I'm not gonna. And Lord of the Rings Online was based around Merc, so. But it's actually been a long time since that was a thing. There's, millions over millions of freaking role-playing systems. One archive that I found was almost 300 gigabytes. It was big. Okay, so more to the point, fourth edition was play nice with the players, please. If you can, we'd like that. And was widely considered to be unbreakable for all of about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody figured out a level 1 kobold mage that could just fuck the whole world inside of 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, the barbarian actually gets more broken in larger fights too.
Yes, it does.
True. He does.
But we also had the Everon expansion and the Artificer, and that's probably the Artificer as it is. They turned it into something almost like a mage. It's not exactly the same, but that was probably I've seen all of the various implementations of the Artificer, and that is by far the best one. By far. So yeah, I've got kind of a soft spot for the fourth edition For the
Oh,
4th edition
murder.
Artificer,
What a name. Oh,
and the original Artificer was just, yeah, it was just there. And I don't think they ever figured out how to actually get the 3.5 Artificer to work. Because really it didn't. Eberron itself Eberron itself was actually not bad as actually it was pretty good as far as campaign setting.
It's an interesting setting.
yeah.
I love the setting. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
But then when they started pulling out shit for 5th edition, I said, okay, I'll look at it.
Uh-huh.
I will give it a shot. And I started flipping through it, got through the character classes and the races and shit, and went, what the unholy fuck is this shit? And then tossed the books in a box and never looked at them again. We tried running it once, and it did not end well.
It was also missing a lot of rules.
Imagine
What?
that level 1 Covenant Fire Mage living up to level 2 awake. That would break his openness. Tom.
Yes, he's Tom Tom. We love our Tom Tom. Yeah, that would definitely break Theo penis. But the other thing that they brought in for the 4th edition was the lack of the Vankian spell system. So something a little more reasonable. A mage should be able to be useful more than once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And that was another thing that I liked. Your priest and your mage, they had some spells. They had a couple of spells they could cast at will. Magic missile and cure light wounds. I was not a fan of the I suppose you call it second wind syndrome. Was not a fan of that, but there was precious little I could actually say about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
So nobody liked anything past 5th edition where they introduced a campaign where you had to deal with prom.
You don't see. Here's the thing that you missed. See, here's the thing. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, please, for a moment. 5, if they'd left it alone with just the basic books, 5 probably would have survived at least a while. But then you had Tasha's and some other shit, and it just that's where it turned down the woke by making race a cosmetic choice as compared to
Yeah.
And of course, those rules are totally optional, guys. No, they're not. Because if you catch somebody with a half-orc character that has that actually has the racial bonuses for it, you're going to get kicked off of about half the tables. And when they started moving over to this thing called D&D 1, I'm looking at it like, yeah, this isn't going to end badly. Nope!
Yes.
Not for a second. This is going to be the bestest thing ever for every role-playing game, regardless of circumstance. Oh, did I forget that I'm a sarcastic asshole?
I don't think they got onto 6th edition yet, but they did 2 5th editions. There's 5th edition, and then there's 5th edition 2024.
Actually, it was 2023, but close enough for government work.
Yeah.
That's what on the wiki. So.
Today.
I thought I was looking it over with an incredibly jaundiced eye in 2023. Thought that shit was just getting retarded. But yeah, they're making more changes now for reasons nobody really understands.
For government work, D&D 1923 is close enough.
Yeah, I know, right? Full gold to the priest. Let's go. We need to find us some. Need to find that poor thing some gear. Buy the item. New weapon. And none of those work. Fine. Sub weapon. Nope, not that either. Okay. Armors. The robes and the armor of the leather. Did you email? Email? Oh wow! Can actually wear all the armor.
It's gonna briefly grow more woke because infections are.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about D&D?
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah.
Well, Wizards of the Coast is the owner of the IP for is owner of D&D.
Yeah.
Yes, but Hasbro owns them, and Hasbro goes, "Okay, you people are gonna get with the program that these people are spelling, because somehow or another they're mad, they're loud, and people seem to want to listen to them. So we're gonna do that."
It seems to work.
I just assumed they hated her.
Have they not looked at other companies' business models that have done the same thing? And
I know, right?
Well, billion, like Disney, for example.
I just assumed these companies just hated money. After all, that's the reason they hired all these communists, because they were sick of earning money.
I don't like the word communist being thrown around too much, because a lot of
Oh
people
no! They're hiring people that proudly advertise that they're communists.
The thing about communism, and Whoopi Goldberg got into a lot of shit for this. You know what I mean? Communism on paper actually works.
Well, a lot of things on paper work.
Yeah, but the one thing they never took into account when communism was thought of was the greed of the people at the top. So once you take the greed of the top 1% out, communism actually works.
Actually, I'm gonna argue with you, because the thing is it's worse than that, because when I started looking over people's work, people's descriptions, what they were looking for, communism is poorly defined.
Very poorly.
It's not poorly defined. A lot of people like the Margie Taylor Greens of the world are out there screaming communism. If you asked her to define communism, she wouldn't be able to. It gets thrown down an awful lot.
Yeah, if you own the means of production in a society where you're not allowed to own anything, what does that mean?
Well, communism doesn't say you're not allowed to own anything. Everything is
actually that's the big thing.
Supposedly shared out equally among everyone. Everyone gets the same. Everyone gets the same slice of the pie. Basically, is what communism is.
Well, it wants to depend upon the fair play, the benevolence, and the good nature of others. And those things, unfortunately, are in short supply.
Very
You
short
won't
supply.
believe that all people are good. It would work in a perfect world where everybody was working towards the betterment. But it wouldn't work anywhere else.
Real communism can be started only by true Scotsmen.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to be altruistic. You need somebody who's altruistic to do it, and that's not a thing anymore. Not people in charge.
It wasn't when when Marx ran through this. His idea was to force people to cooperate in such ways.
Well, he felt that if he did it, I believe he felt that. I could be wrong, but I would be forced to reverse it at some point. They, fought. It becomes a game like muscle memory, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The big part I got is the biggest thing is that he thought that once everybody lived in a completely shared and everybody was given things equally, that the government would just disappear.
And it did not. It would not have anyway.
It would never would have, yeah. But then anyways, like as I say, no one ever thinks about the things they say in things, what it actually means, because it just sounds like really nice.
Utopia in the real world would be chaos.
If you don't own anything and it's all shared, well then, how do you live in any specific location? Because it's like not your home, it's not your phone, it's not your diary. It's not your, because then that would be private property, and they want to. And the biggest thing is I noticed in all the various works and discussions was the elimination of private property. That was one of the few primary goals it had. That there was no uniquely owning of anything. In fact, the World Economic, in a weird way, you could say the World Economic Forum had more of a goal of trying to get to quote unquote true communism when they told you will own nothing and be happy.
A big scam, isn't it?
Yep.
You don't even own your own games, apparently.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, that's because nobody buys Ubisoft games anymore.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody sends me a copy of Asprey Shadows, I will yell about it on stream. I don't take any issue with that. But if somebody expects me to buy it to yell about it, I'm not touching it. No, there is not a cattle prod long enough, or with enough fucking batteries.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at that game, and if there's ever a Japanese person you're really pissed off, buy them a copy.
Okay.
Just tell them how much of a fuck you're wanting to send them. What? Just like. Now, I finally realized that communism was all about the win condition, because like they would tout something when something seems successful as, oh, this is communism, oh, this is communism can work, and then the minute the coffers dry up and the shit hits the fan, oh well, that was never real communism in the first place. That's what I realized. Drop everything else. Communism is purely the win condition.
Well,
as long as it's winning,
specifically communism. I'm thinking of any new form of anything. It's just it's fascinating to learn about. It's fascinating to read about. But in reality, it's not going to be. I mean, there's very few systems that would actually work.
Yeah. And that's who these these companies like Wizard Lacoste are hiring. And you wonder why shit's tanking.
I just sociologically I find it fascinating, but
oh yeah,
it's a actual functioning system. No, because anytime you're going to make a major change on something where you have something already established, the upheaval would be insane.
Right, Trump was one thing. Now America's gone down the road to communism with the way Trump was doing shit. The amount of data that has been deleted from government websites since he took office, information about health, information about education, information about fucking and a lot of stuff. One of the things in particular that was deleted from one of the health organizations, right? They were talking about medical studies, right?
Yeah.
And they deleted a lot of stuff because the word diverse was used. right? Now,
Uh-huh.
in the context of what was being said in the article that was deleted, they were talking about the diversity of the population that the disease or whatever that they can affect. Because like, we're all not the same. Like, I mean, like, when you look for, just like, let's take a look at athletes, for example. Like
Oh,
black
yeah.
athletes, for example, have a larger muscle tone than white athletes. Now, you can have a black athlete and a white athlete that do the exact same amount of training, that have trained for the same amount of years, and the black athlete's muscles are going to be much bigger.
Physiologically, exactly.
Physiologically, yeah, just a bit. And internally, we're the same as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there's diseases out there and viruses and that would affect like a black person very, very badly, but wouldn't affect a white person, or vice versa, would affect a white person, but wouldn't affect a black person, or it'd affect a Chinese person, an Asian person, or whatever. And that's what the article was talking about, was the diversity of the population regarding diseases. But because the
Oh yeah,
word
I can think
diverse
of quite a
was
few off
used,
the top of my head. Tay-Sachs,
yeah,
sickle
I
cell,
mean,
or certain things.
because the word diverse was used in the article, of course, like, I mean, Trump and Musk and all, whoa, this is woke, let's delete it. And delete 500 pages of information that's vital to the public. So they're now telling you what you can and can't say. He's going to gut the Department of Education. So
Yeah.
teachers out there that voted for him are now going to lose their fucking jobs.
I agree.
See,
And
now,
stuff like that.
and then
So
actually,
it's
Mr.
going
Trump.
down the route. Like, I was actually reported on. I put up a TikTok there last
Ireland?
week, and I basically, yeah.
The information that all disappeared before anybody from the Trump administration could get to it. That was the issue. They've had to go back through archive after archive after archive to try and figure out how much changed and in what order.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to protect the CDC and other organizations from stuff they did during certain senile puppets' reign.
Well, the new senile puppet is just as bad. You know what I mean?
Oh.
The U.S. Department of Education is sort of a tragic department because it's like one of the worst tamperings actually was back in the early aughts, thanks to the No Child Left Behind rule that actually hamstrung the teacher's ability to keep order.
Well,
Yeah.
coming from a generation where I'm very resentful that, you know, we didn't know it was a thing at the time, but the heavily redacted and revisionist histories that we were taught was because everybody was Cold War getting afraid of this and the other, and I don't know, but we children were taught things that were omitted some of the harsher truths. And now, you know, as an older adult, I have to go back and learn, you know, backwards.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Well, that's true of any
And
country.
I don't
A
like
lot
that.
of countries do that. So.
Oh, I know, but yes, that's why I love the worldview that we now get from things like the internet and other places like we can get together here in this one. And I can get different views because I was taught differently than other people, and I resent having to come back and learn it later.
I'm just
You
going
know?
to Donald Trump's supporters in this channel.
Well, up here, frozen north here, the sciences got really badly infected, like with all sorts of ideologies, not just one, multiple.
Yeah.
What was that?
Sorry about shouting, by the way.
No, we didn't hear that, other than what you just said. But no, we missed it. No, it got badly. The sciences, like I was helping tutoring little what was it, about 4? No, actually closer to 8 years back ago, and I started seeing the science textbooks just how badly they were putting propaganda stuff, everything from climate change to veganism to Jesus. It was just like, let's see how much we can cram in here. But you guys, you guys had it worse with your development of Common Core. Like up here, I don't know if it was down there, but they tried a new reading system, like right just when my sister was leaving school, where you didn't. It wasn't a phonics system, but it was the shape of the word system, where you recognize words. Yeah.
That's not actually reading.
No, sounding it out is a much better, taking the word, breaking it down, finding how to sound it up so you could read any word.
Yeah.
Any. Once they changed that, it made it very difficult for the comprehension of words. Reading comprehension is difficult.
Yeah.
Both of my kids have problems with it, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, phonics is a superior way. It is a little harder initially, but once you get them over the initial, it's a much superior system.
Yeah. Once my kids started reading for entertainment,
that's when they started getting it.
Comprehension went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. Everybody thought when I was a kid, everybody thought I had a problem reading, but it was just that the books they were giving me were just boring as.
Yeah. Once you figure out the reading for fun.
Yeah, the ones you like.
Then you improve your comprehension.
Boom, one book done. Boom, another book done. Boom.
Yeah.
My parents couldn't afford to keep up with my reading.
But libraries are for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think well.
But you're correct on the other book. Oi.
Yeah, no.
Right, miniskwerls, I'm gonna jump off there for a bit,
Enjoy.
I'll check back in later and just sit down and jump back on.
If you
What was
come
you
back
talking
in, you come back in what, 3-ish hours? Maybe about 3-ish hours. I'll be in the anime room, so.
Right,
Sure wish Tom could come.
Yeah. Well, anybody that has access to the Discord can come. And if you don't have access to the Discord, there's a link down below, a really handy link down below here. You can use that, and you will have access to the Discord. What's that?
And we'll be doing anime tomorrow about the same time-ish. It's 2 o'clock for me, so I started at 5 my time, so it's 3 hours from now.
It's 20 past 8 in the evening in Dublin.
So just add 3 hours from the time right now.
Sound. Right, go on, talk us out again. I hope you have something more critical than communism and Donald Trump.
Well, we didn't. There was no intent actually to do the communism thing. I'm not even sure how it came up, except of course what we were talking about was Dungeons and Dragons on the
right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, it's because that's who got into that. That's who's been making all these changes.
That's who they're hiring.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I tried to come back a couple of times.
Yeah, communists ruin everything.
Yeah. Well, they put their beliefs in their things because like shippers, they can only conceive of their world. I mean, like a lot of these people are super young adults that have had some sort of trauma with high school or something, and that's why the shit they write, the campaigns they develop, feel like, like this is from a high schooler. But two tabletop systems I wish I'd run into before, because I only knew of Dungeons and Dragons and what's the other one? There's one other one, but I can't remember what it was. But I wish I'd run into Shadowrun and Warhammer. Oh no, it was the Star Trek one I heard about. That's what it.
Okay, check it out. My critters, they have died. All of them, they died.
Wow.
Oh,
They're fungus pushers, not daisy pushers. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a dungeon. Where are you gonna find daisies in a dungeon? They don't grow very well where they can't get sun. But mushrooms, those are easy to find.
Yeah, I know, Tom. I just gotta tease you about it.
Alright, so... Add? Nobody! There's nobody to add. Okay. The box of items is still empty. Boop, ba-doop, 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 boop. Alright, we can't go to the inn. We have to go back out to the edge of town. And... Well, we can't exactly... don't remove. Okay, we cannot do that.
Yeah.
And off to the training grounds to make new peoples. New peoples. This shit is funny, actually. It is. This is absolutely hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
well, I'm like creating new people. Oh, is the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody knew it was as easy as pushing a button or a mouse.
Sadly, once I got exposed to enough tactical RPGs, I mean, even though I still enjoy the odd dungeon crawler, I'm not as much into dungeon crawlers. I blame Final Fantasy Tactics and Shining Force for that. But I do got a few dungeon crawlers. I managed to get Squirrel the PC release version of Dungeon. I think that was
What?
and I grabbed the. I helped you get the PC version of Dungeon Travelers, which is a dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's actually Dungeon Travelers 2 too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Because that's the one I didn't. That's the one I didn't have in some other format. But now I can't find the Vita I had it on. So.
Oh Jesus. And then there was another
I have to
one.
admit, I actually prefer Tactics Advance over Tactics.
No, I like the original. But
I was actually,
Dungeon Crawler-
I was actually not a fan of Tactics Advance. Mostly because we had some issues. There were some issues with the judges. Oh God, I hate those people.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Oh, Grimlock. Legend of Grimlock. There's another.
Oh yeah, Legend of Grimlock. That's it.
Grimrock, yay!
I do like.
I have Grimrock.
I do like that one.
I do have, actually, funnily enough, I have both of those.
Yeah, I have them both. I have one on GOG, and I think the other is on Steam. Let me double check. I know I have both. Legend Elves, where are my elves?
I think I might actually have both of them on GOG myself. Okay, so this is going to take the next half hour. So let's see if we've got something a bit different. Okay.
Yeah, Grimlock is 2 is on Steam. So interestingly enough.
Well, there's Anyway, but yeah, we have this is on the games. There you go. Legend of Grimrock. Not Grimlock, it's Grimrock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Grimlock was a T-Rex transformer.
Dr. Books.
Well, it's actually true, but we'll see. Nope, 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 nope. Where'd it go? Okay, I have the first Legend of Grimrock on Steam, or on GOG. I have the other one, Grimrock 2 on Steam. So here's what's gonna happen. Guess we'll keep
I
that
don't think I
character.
have any other dungeon crawlers.
I have loads. And I have both of them on Steam. If you guys will give me a couple minutes here, I will get a couple of things moving around in here, and we can switch games because getting everybody killed is probably not my best move today.
Oh, it should be in the description. It should be.
What?
Yeah. Join the, I could post it in the chat there. Or is it not working?
No, it is. It's down there. If it's not working, then I will repost it here, in the chat. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I just did it. So. Yeah, I did like Grimlock.
Grimrock. Rock. For those about to rock.
Rock? Where's the...
Okay. Let's just swap some stuff. Okay, give me a second. Options. I need to turn that down. Apply that. Clickety.
Do I have any other
Alright, let me do... There's two things I gotta do here. And we will have this up and running because I don't know if I've got any characters for this. There's usually a set of defaults. You.
Ah, good old. Yeah.
Capture of the giminess. And there we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now we have the Legend of Grimrock 2. New to game?
Legend of Grimrock.
Not the old school mode, not that one either. And that's fine. We're just gonna go with that. Nope, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do this the way it is.
Don't have time.
We don't have time to go through character creation. That's why we walked away from Wizardry.
Onward, into the Grim Clock.
We may at some other time come back to this game with a set of custom characters, but not today.
No worries.
Well, we've only got
Hey,
about...
you accidentally hit an L instead of an R.
Yeah.
We all make that mistake.
Well, duh. Come here, forward thing. There we go. That should keep me from maxing out my thing.
I had at least one other dungeon crawler.
Hmm?
I thought I had one other dungeon crawler.
See, I actually have the old Bart. I have a full set of Bart's Tale games, no less. And no, that one called the Bart's Tale that was about some goofball wandering around. That's not a Bart's Tale game. It isn't. I also have a bunch of my Magic games. I got lots of stuff. Oh, and some Ultima and some... Actually, I have the Ultima Underworld series. I probably should play those at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do the Underworld series count as dungeon crawlers? Because I have 1 and 2.
If I remember correctly, they do. Don't
It
quote
very
me
much
on that.
is, yeah.
Don't quote me on that. All I have seen of those two games is screenshots.
Oh, well, because it has the full 3D of movement in them, so.
No, well, in that case, probably does.
It's an immersive sim that takes place completely inside a dungeon.
Yeah, it does take in a dungeon, but usually
No,
a lot
in which
of people
case,
with
it's
dungeon.
that's probably it's probably just fine.
Yeah.
I will have a look though. I'll have to.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
My only problem was getting used to the old controls again, because that was before the game game
those
designers figured out.
controls.
Yeah, figured out how to do things. Yeah. Oh, I mean, they had some good ideas, but yeah.
If you manage to vanquish the control scheme, you can play. You're rewarded. You can play the game.
Yeah.
Wait, are we in a cage?
System shock.
Yes, we are in a cage.
Yeah.
I don't know why we are in the cage, but we are in the cage, and I have not figured out exactly how I'm supposed to do this. But
Trying to remember.
Despite all my rage.
I gotten all out. I think you probably just have to look around or something.
I'm in a cage.
it's just a rat in a cage.
Despite all the rage.
Exactly. Still just a bird in a cage.
But
Although I don't know
this
if he's a
bird you
bird,
cannot
I can't
change.
tell.
Maybe
Quick, somebody
bash
look for
against
birdie
it
land.
enough.
There you go. That did it.
Yay.
Had to give it a good whack.
Yeah, gotta give it a good whacking.
That seems to take care of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Look
Flat
at that.
bit started working.
A hardy fruit.
And a hardy
Okay.
Hydro Silver.
By who silver it away?
Exactly.
Where's the wacky stick? Okay.
In this case, silver may have floated away. 'Cause- Yeah. Oh! Whatever that was. Get
I
away
think
from me.
those are just
Oh, they probably are.
Too many legs.
environmental.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate calling them particles because they look like little critters, but
Because they are little
they're
critters.
technically
Yeah, I was
they're
gonna say,
technically particles.
if that was a crab, it just looked like a spider. So, at this point, I'm not a fan.
Well, if it goes forward and backwards, it's a spider. If it goes side to side, it's a crab.
Ah!
Like that. Yeah.
Crab.
Yes,
Okay.
These are crabs.
So it tastes good cooked with seafood sauce,
Yes.
Yeah, one's edible.
or cooked in butter. One of the two.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you would
Okay.
want it cooked in bugger, but okay, if you say so.
All right.
Oh,
Get me some boiling water and some butter.
oh yeah.
And, quick, a shell cracker.
Oh yeah. Ah, shit.
I have to wonder why they insisted that beef was a mage, and why it's actually it's a slot. It takes up a slot there for whatever reason. Rock.
Okay.
The rock. That's a nest. Uh-oh. I don't want to go there. I
Yeah,
don't wanna wind
stay
up
out
in
of the cage. Cage bad.
Yeah, because this
What-
looks a
something's
lot like
coming at you,
Bart's
Kate,
4
good.
did. This looks like did the Bard's Tale the 4th.
A little craggy there. And a shipwreck off that we might be able to salvage from. I don't know. Is it swimmable?
I don't know.
Well, hell. And why is the dirt recently disturbed?
I don't know.
It's not encouraging.
Probably not a good thing anyway. And we have nothing with which to set that on fire so we can get through there. Okay. Fine. Be that way.
Wow.
Well, Sandy, it was told BioWare is making another game, so it was very disturbed.
Oh.
Ah. Oh, wow. Man.
Oh, cool. I did not know that. Oh, shit. When I play this again, I'll have to go back and... I never thought to try that. Damn.
I'm just trying to find out a way.
Which is like you would still be stuck on the beach.
The branch did more damage than the,
All done now. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a turtle.
Decidedly.
Maybe.
Okay, he's more than snappy. He's downright peevish.
There you go.
Peevish or not?
Turtles.
Now you're...
Yeah, turtle
you're
soup.
supposed to have an inventory key, or an inventory thingy, so...
Because you now
Try
have
clicking on
the
the post
means
left
to
and
make
right.
soup. Not a bad thing.
Key config.
Character sheet. 1, 2, 3, and 4 will get you your character sheets.
Quick save, quick load.
I was
Alright.
going to say, you may not like turtle soup, but
Mm-hmm.
any port in a storm.
Aha.
There you go.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
A turtle steak. Ooh.
Told you.
You said so.
Turtle.
Okay. You go.
Who says you got to soup it? Steak works.
Mm-hmm.
Big enough.
Yep. A little bit of a grilling. And a few spices.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got pants. You might want to put those pants on somebody.
Hey, protein is protein. Until you get down to spiders, in which case, no.
Who's wearing the pants in this one?
She
Well,
is,
she's wearing the pants.
or she will. She is now, anyway.
Yeah.
Oof. Ordinals. Oh boy. We have food meters, which means we need to find foods as quickly and easily as possible.
Weird. Poor Tom. I wish he could join us.
All
I
right.
know.
You'll have to sneak. You have to sneak and make a new account or something under another email or something.
Okay. So this is. I was
outside.
correct. This is a
Go.
foods. This is a foods.
What was that?
I was correct.
Oh,
that?
horn fruit. Okay.
Horny
Yeah,
fruit.
What was?
it's a fruit. It's a fruit.
This
it
is a
works.
fruit. It's a horny fruit. Kind of like a horny toad, except different. Okay, we save the game here because save it here. Because the turtle went down, and we want to make sure that they remember that they did that.
Yes, definitely.
What's this with everybody
Anyway.
putting gates up in the middle of nowhere? Or what's up
Okay.
with this?
Poor Tornado's trying to get a word in edgewise.
All right, what you need to what would the tornado like to here?
Well,
Discuss.
I ended up going outside for a bit, touching some grass, and I found a nicotine-containing evaporative juice device.
Right.
I have dismantled it.
Cool.
I would ask why, but okay.
Because I have taken a vow of sobriety, and I will not touch those. I will not mess with those things on principle.
Well, it's better. Honestly, still better than that than the fucking cigarette. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I just won't mess with anything containing alcohol, tobacco, anything like that, just on principle alone.
Okay.
Yep, that's good.
The other factor is the fact that, well, this thing had apparently been in our yard ever since Hurricane Helene, which had sent enough water into the bay and into the town to flood the sewer system and cause them to back up. So that vape was probably in contact with some form of sewage.
Ew.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be that would be a reasonable assumption. Yes.
Yep.
So another reason why we'll not mess with it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I have a question for you.
Render the device non-functional by removing the lithium polymer battery.
Okay. So question, Mr. M. Is that? It's a dart. Need to keep the dart. Where's my brain? My brain is hiding at the moment. Do you have anything that do you eat anything that is sugary, like at all ever?
I take it that'll do far more damage.
Huh? Oh no. No. That has nothing to do with that.
I mean, yeah, I prefer caffeine, but I know that at least isn't going to kill me.
Lies. It could kill you if you get too much of it. If you take on too much.
Yep. Yep.
But it takes a lot of caffeine to do that, I would assume.
Yeah,
That's
it does
true.
take quite a large amount, but you can actually do yourself in that way if you do
Your
that.
energy drinks will get you close
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, I don't drink energy drinks. I drink Soda Stream.
Yeah.
Again, you have to watch your caffeine intake, but rather than there actually being any kind of a tobacco product in those vapes, they are primarily powered by vegetable glycerin, which I know you eat at some point, because just not everybody does. And propylene glycol, which is in fact a sugar.
Yep.
Actually, both are sugars. Where the fuck you think you're going, dipshit? You ain't going nowhere.
It was freaking out there. You got it. Freaking out.
Yeah, it hates me now, and I don't care. I have to go find my rock. Ooh, it's an egg.
More food.
Yes. Oh, it picked up its rock. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Now I have found a key. Boop. No more key.
There you go.
See?
Oh, wow.
See? The squirrels? Squirrels come with brains. They really do.
Yeah, I only drink like 1.5 liters of Soda Stream stuff every day.
A liter and a half? Dude. Diabetes is still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, might wanna consider that.
Yeah, I also move a lot.
Well,
Soda Stream is carbonation, not sugar.
oh no, the syrups are definitely sugar.
Oh, it's the syrups are sugar. Yeah.
Oh, the syrups.
Yes.
If you just drank tonic water, then you'd have a point. But
I drink tonic water. I like it. That's me.
or we have bubbly up here that.
Oh, yeah,
actually
bubbly.
just
I
as
love bubbly.
It's just flavoring and no
Yeah.
sweeteners at all.
Oh, I love the bubbly. Bubbly's good.
Yeah. Certain flavors, yes. I like certain
Yeah.
flavors. Like I like lime, and there's 2 others I like, but let's go.
How now? Oh, cow with brown.
You might need to put a weight on them.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's a turtle.
It's a new turtle.
Your wounds are healing faster than he can make them.
That would be a
Yeah.
good thing.
Huh?
That would be good.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
yeah,
you
that's,
bitch! Get your ass back here.
usually good for the introductory era.
Yes, definitely. You know.
Wow, how many ships have crashed on this island?
At least 3.
Ooh,
Ships like,
blue.
or 3. Wow.
And then a rock.
It's a shipwreck hub.
Apparently.
New turtle. Kick his butt.
Yep.
I think it just gave you a cursing in turtle. Did you see
I don't
that
care.
rubber?
I don't care about it cursing me out in turtle. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
It can swear at me all at once. And I just don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
see, look at it. It's giving you quite the old man growl.
Yeah, his tactics rely heavily on biting.
Apparently. Yes, I know, but I just think it's fun to
And actually,
imagine it differently.
that damn thing actually went for that thing actually went for it
Tried
actually
to
went for
charge
an
you?
ambush.
Mm-hmm.
It actually went around the corner to ambush me.
Yep. Well, you know, can't win right out. And feel free to use dirty tactics.
Welcome to my dear visitor. Welcome to my island. I hope your journey was not too detrimental to your health. I think you will find the island to be the most wonderful, yet most perilous place on Earth.
Really? So far, it seems pretty nice.
I don't have high hopes about your survival, but maybe you can prove me wrong. Better equip yourself before the night falls.
Yeah, I would be, like crawling up inside that boat or something just so I could have some walls around me.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, sadly, with the mechanics, he can't do that.
A zombie rope? Huh, interesting.
Everybody takes away
They're
all
putting
my
it on
fun.
their portrait.
You think that would work?
Remember how to put them in your inventory. There you go. Yeah, you just put it on the portrait to put it in the inventory.
Oh, she can't. Oh, she can use it. Okay, mage. You're next. You good? Ah, shut. Okay.
You get a raw. I didn't know there's a day-night cycle in this game.
Neither did I, but wouldn't be the first time I've been wrong. Okay. And
You'd think they'd allow you to actually set up shop in a boat.
You definitely would. The other thing is it may not day-night cycle until after the tutorial. I don't know. But
yeah, it might not.
some.
Guessing that we're going to have at least some level of equipment before then. What the fucker? Another fruit. Your entire diet from here forward, dude. Seriously. Scroll of Fire Burst! Yeah, that's you. You're getting that, and I don't care what you think. because you're gonna love that, and you're gonna love it anyway. And what the fuck is this blue thing?
It's my question.
Touch to heal wounds and restore dead champions back to life. Beware, its power needs time to recharge. Okay.
I wouldn't touch it because you're nearly fully healed.
Well, yeah, I know we're in good shape right now, but we're gonna save the game. No discussion.
The rest of the group decided we're turning you vegan. You have no.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. My internet cracked me out.
Is this game moddable?
I believe so. Yes.
Since
it actually has a dungeon, it actually has a.
Oh, you can make your own dungeons and stuff, and so you can get. But I'm not sure if there's mods.
There should be. If you could build your own dungeons, there should be a way to. They should have figured out a way to do the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't know how extensive the mod tools are.
That is our next. That is our next way through. We need to figure out how that beast is supposed to work.
Maybe there's a code?
I don't know. Probably is. The question, of course, is what would that code look like?
Oh yeah, on Nexus Mod apparently there's mods. Let me double check that before I shoot my mouth off here. Yeah, there are mods.
I know the original was moddable. Wasn't sure about this one.
Mods.
Huh?
Oh, which one is this?
What game is this, by the way?
This is Grimrock 2.
Yeah. Oh, I might be looking at Grimrock. No, it says Grimrock 2.
Grimrock 2.
Listen. Yeah. What I'm looking at. Oh, that's an import. Oh. One. Yeah, no, there's I don't know how many there is in total, but there are mods.
I would be surprised if there
bro,
weren't.
you definitely need to mod some monster girls in before the next or next time you stream this.
Okay. Close that down. Go back.
We have a quick save key.
Oh. I missed saying.
The magical mighty quick save key.
My bad.
There needs to be Monster Girls.
Gothic 2? I know I played one of the Gothic games. At least one of the Gothic games, but I can't remember which version it was.
This is this appears to be Night Cycle.
Yeah.
And there we are. Answers the question, is there a night cycle? Yes,
There is a night
Right
cycle,
there.
and we can't. We wake up just short of dawn. We woke up just shy of dawn.
Interesting.
Oh, I see. Haha.
X marks it.
Oh, I get it now. Okay.
Really, game?
This is easy.
Seriously.
That's easy.
Ah!
Good luck. Now you gotta go find enough rocks to put down.
Really, game? We went there.
Yeah, apparently you did.
Yeah.
That being said, it's a little bit. We are coming up on a little before 1
Yeah.
p.m. on the leftist coast of the United
Mhm,
States. That's
we are.
1300 for people that aren't wrong.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, people that aren't undereducated, or people that can't math is really what that comes down to.
Hey, I'm in fucking Florida. You take that back.
Almost 1600 here on the righteous
They
coast.
were fucking crazy, that's right.
Okay. So, and it is about time for us to make our final comments and say farewell for now. On Wednesday cycle, we currently have Daikatana scheduled. Who knows if that's going to hold. And then maybe next week, and depending on what's going on the few days after that, we should have access to Tomb Raider and or Tales into Daybreak 2. Will we?
Ooh.
I don't know yet.
Bear in mind, tomorrow is also some special time for those of us who are interested. It's Sports Ball Day! I don't fucking care about sports ball!
Honestly, Mr.
I'll think about it.
Honestly, Master Pelt, I don't blame you. I'm with you on this one. I really am.
I'm only interested in Thanksgiving Day for the parade and the food. If there's sports ball, I just change the channel.
You ignore the sports ball. Ignore
the
sports
ball.
ball.
Whenever the show involving all the bitches comes up, I decide to skip the channel. I decide to change the channel too, because I'm not interested in looking at a bunch of bitches.
Ooh.
Unless they're monster girls, then I might be interested. But I'm not interested in four-legged bitches.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you really should visit. Dardeo, you really should visit on some of the anime days.
We got
just to warn you, my tastes are all over the place. But we have
here is the editor of the dungeons.
We have the Behemoth Neko tonight.
Ooh, yes, he would probably like that.
Ah, yes.
Yes. What's that? Is it hentai?
That's all.
That is a baby behemoth that looks like a cat, and is surrounded by women's with big boobas.
Yes, we call it. It's good to be the kitty.
Yes,
it's
because it is in fact good to be kitty.
Not Necro. Neko.
Neko.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Well, actually, it's full name. That's just its nickname.
You know,
its
like
full
the
name. Yeah. Its full name is oh shoot. I'm a behemoth, an S-rank monster. I live as an elf girl's pet.
Yeah.
Which is not wrong, actually.
Nope.
It's absolutely not wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So, that is still going to be it for us today. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things. Like, the comment, the subscribe. Show it to everybody, whether you know them or not. We appreciate that. If you want to help out in a little more concrete way, there are some options down below that you can abuse to lighten the load as far as expenses go. That would be lovely, because these games don't buy themselves somehow. They really don't, and it's worse that all the companies seem to be slowly inching their way onto the $70 bandwagon.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then they're not reduced, and then they seem to be wanting to increase the price of the DLC by a similar amount.
I am under no obligation to buy.
But
Did you hear GTA 4 wants to...
GTA what?
GTA 6 is looking to be the first $100 game.
They're thinking that's what they want to happen. This
Yeah.
is not necessarily what's going to happen.
And it's actually people around them that want them to sell the game for 100.
Yeah, and then they'll lose all their money because no one will buy it.
Yeah.
Well, your hardcore
Well,
crowd,
no.
your absolute hardcore
Will
crowd
buy it.
will, but
Yeah.
they won't appreciate it. They're gonna get less spend down the line.
Yeah.
True.
Gothic 2, that sounds familiar somehow. Let's see.
Give Squirrel the shekels.
Yes, the squirrel. Every little bit helps as far as squirrels and shekels. I got Gothic 1 Classic, Gothic 2 Gold Classic, some other stuff. Gothic 3. Yeah, no, I've got the Gothic games. I'll have to break them out here one of these days. But we're looking at terrible games in gaming history on Wednesday, unless something really, really, really spiffy and needing to get done comes up first.
Aggie.
So yeah, that will be a thing. We will love the thing all to death because yeah, that's gonna be it. It is. It is widely described as the worst thing ever. I want to see if I can't get my hands on a copy of Ride to Hell Retribution. I'll show you that one too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if Ride to
The
Hell
Human
is
Echo.
even still available for purchase.
What? No, it is that I might actually still have a copy. Night of the Raven. Yeah, there's a lot of really terrible games. But it is time to go. All right, then. Between now and the next time we see you, be safe. Bissons!
And devs, don't make us crawl through dungeons to find the good games you've hidden again.
All right,
Or
folks.
at least if we're going to make this call through dungeons, give us some boobas to look at as inspiration while we do it, damn it!
Yes.
Girls.
That is it. That, dear viewers, is a tornado pelt, and yeah, he's going into tornado mode. So, all right, folks. See ya.